Hello, I will explain chapter number 9 in the great poem The Night in the Panther Skin. The title of the chapter is the letter written by NESTAN-DAREDJAN to her beloved Tariel. Actually, NESTAN-DAREDJAN, Tariel's beloved, was abducted by the demons, the Kajis, or the sorcerers, and the elder in a tall tower, in the top of a tall tower, and she actually wrote the letter from her captivity by the Kajis, and she actually says, I will read stanza number 1292. Now when she's sobbing, crying, writes to her beloved. So she writes the letter while she's sobbing and crying, and by the tears of those who burn it in the fire of the flame of his love for her, the pain fades. So she feels a relief in her pain by the tears of her beloved Tariel. She wrote a letter that penetrates the hearts of those who hear its contents. So she wrote actually very emotional letter. She splits the rose, then the transparent crystal appears. The meaning of the words she splits the rose is actually opens her mouth, then the transparent crystal appears. So actually there are two images in this sentence. She splits the rose, that is to say, opens her mouth. So the mouth of NESTAN-DAREDJAN is resembled to a rose, and the second image is the teeth of NESTAN-DAREDJAN resembles to transparent crystal. Okay, so there are two images in this sentence. Mouth, the mouth of NESTAN resembles to rose, and the teeth of NESTAN resembles to clear crystal. Sentence stanza number 1293. Oh, my love, this letter I sent to you, it's my handiwork. She says that she herself wrote the letter that she sent to her beloved Tariel. I used my body as a stylus, and as a ink I used the tears I had shed. So in this sentence there is actually two images. The stylus resembles to her body, and the ink that she used resembles to her tears, the tears that she shed during the time that she wrote the letter to her beloved Tariel. Line number 3, as a paper I glued your heart even to my heart. So the third image is the hearts of NESTAN-DAREDJAN and her beloved resembles to the paper that she used in order to write the emotional letter to her beloved Tariel. So as a paper I glued your heart even to my heart. Okay? Oh heart, black and sad heart, you are bound, may you remain bound forever to his heart. So NESTAN-DAREDJAN's wish is that her heart will ever be bound to her lover's heart, Tariel. And her heart is a black and sad heart because she suffered a lot, and it is actually the second abduction by the Kajis, by the demons, and her first abduction was by Indians. So because of the fact that she suffered a lot, she wrote that her heart is black and sad heart. May it be bound forever to her beloved's heart, Tariel. Okay. Now I will read the stanza number 1294. NESTAN-DAREDJAN writes to her beloved, do you see, my love, what deeds the fate is doing? No matter how much sunlight the sun brings down on us, for me it's always dark. The wise know it, it is the fate, and therefore they despise it. For them, fate is contemptible. Okay, because of the fact that the wise know the fate, they despise the fate. Okay, my life without you, oh my, how hard it is. She says, she writes in her letter that her life without her beloved Tariel is very, very hard. Okay, stanza number 1295. NESTAN wrote to her lover, do you see, my love, how fate and damned time separated us? Right now she is separated from her beloved Tariel because she is in the captivity of the Kajis or the demons. I am not happy to see you anymore, my dear. What can the heart worshipped by you really do without you? She says that she cannot live without her lover Tariel. A sacred thought will reveal to you the Eden. That is to say, a sacred thought will reveal to Tariel the place where the demons hide her beloved, his beloved, NESTAN-DAREDJAN. So, although that in the letter itself NESTAN-DAREDJAN wrote that she is in the top of a big tower. It might be such a tower that is Eden, or maybe there are a lot of towers in the XXXIX country, and no one knows where exactly, in which tower she is held. And that is the reason that she writes to her beloved Tariel, a sacred fort will reveal to you where they held me. Because it might be a reality that it is very hard to find the specific tower that she was held in. She was held in by the XXXIX. Okay. Stanza number 1296. By your son, until now I thought you were dead. So she says, I swear in your life that until now I thought that you were dead. That's what she says to her beloved Tariel. Because of the fact that I thought that you were dead, of course she was very sad. As for me, I thought my life and all my resources were spent. Because of the fact that she thought that her beloved Tariel is dead, all her resources were spent. Okay? But now, when I hear news from you, I praise the Creator and glorify Him. But now, when I know that you are alive, because I hear news from you, I praise the Creator and glorify Him. I am the happiest man in the world. Okay? All my troubles are equal to the joy associated with knowing that you are alive. So all the troubles and the sufferings that I had until now is equal to the joy that I have, because of the fact that I know that you are alive. So it is so happy thing that all the troubles that she suffered in her life is equal to the happiness that she had now, because she knows that her beloved Tariel is alive. Stanza number 1297. Your life is enough for me, so that my heart will be filled with hope. Yes, because of the fact that I know that you are alive, it is enough for me to fill with hope. A heart so wounded and burned. Think of me, remember me as a person lost to you. She, NESTAN-DAREDJAN, she is actually in the captivity of the XXXIX, and because of this she is lost to her beloved Tariel. I sit and take care of the love I planted. Okay, so she right now she takes care of the love that she planted between her and her beloved Tariel. Stanza number 1298. I have no ability to express my story on my own, because of the fact that the story is so emotional and exciting. She even has no the ability to express that very emotional story. My tongue get tired. No one will believe what his ears have heard. So the story is so exciting that no one will believe what he hears. So she cannot express even all the story of this love story. Patman saved me from the Indian kidnappers. May God protect her. So, in her first abduction by the Indian kidnappers, Patman saved her from her kidnappers, and because of that she give thanks to Tamar and says, may God protect her. Now, once again, the cruel fate did what it saw fit to do. Because of the fact that she has a bad luck, she says that her bad luck did what it's supposed to did, and for that reason she is now is captivated by the Kajis. She held in the captivation of the Kajis. Okay, stanza number 1299. Fate has now added more sorrow to my present troubles. My bad luck was not satisfied with the already existing suffering, which consisted of many pains, and again it delivered me into the hands of the sorcerers, whom it is difficult to fight. Fate has cast us, my love, all the troubles that have befallen us. So she says that she has already suffered from her first abduction by the Indians, and now she is suffering more by the abduction of the demons, and she is suffering a lot in their captivity in the tall tower. Stanza number 1200. I sit in a castle so high that my eyes can barely see the ground. So she says that the castle or the tower that she sits in is very high, and because of that she barely can see the ground, because it is very tall building. The entrance to the tower is through a closed tunnel, above which there are guards. So she says that the only entrance to the tower is through a tunnel, closed tunnel, and that tunnel is guarded by the guards. It's secured by the guards. Day and night, guards secure the tunnel and wait for their turn in their watch. She actually says that the tunnel is secured for 24 hours a day, by guards that are very eager to do their duty, that is to prevent from anyone to try to save her from her captivity. They will kill those who try to enter the tower through the tunnel. Like fire, they will envelop them. Okay, she says that everyone that tries to rescue her from the tunnel will be killed by the guards. Like fire, they envelop them. Okay, stanza number 1301. Do you think that those men are the kind of warriors you have destroyed before? She asks Tariel, do you think that those kidnappers are the same as the warriors you destroyed before? Not at all. They are much more stronger. So it will be impossible for you to rescue me from my captivity. Don't destroy me with troubles worse than the present troubles. If I see you dead, I will burn like a straw in a flame. So she says to her beloved Tariel that if she see him dead, maybe during the war against the demons, against the Kajis, then she will burn like a straw in a flame. Since I am separated from you, give up on me with a heart harder than a rock. She says to her beloved Tariel that since she is separated from him, then he must give up on her, because it is impossible to rescue her from her captivity by the Kajis. Okay, stanza number 1302. My beloved, don't lament over me with such grief. Tell me, is there another person for me with the shape of the aloe tree? So there is an image here. Actually, Tariel resembles to aloe tree. Line number 3, life without you is meaningless to me, and from now on I should be full of regret. Okay, she says to her beloved Tariel that life without her beloved is meaningless to her. Either I throw myself off the rock or stab myself with a knife. So without you, the thing that I do is that either I throw myself off the rock or I will stab myself with a knife, because she feels so much strong love with her beloved Tariel that if she cannot realize her love, then she kill herself by a knife or by falling on the rocks. Okay, stanza number 1303. Without you, I will fall, and it will be impossible to save me. Actually, there is two images here. Without you, the sun. So Tariel resembles to the sun, and then it is your moon, and she resembles to the moon. Okay, so she says that without you I will fall and die. The second line is with you, on the other hand, with you, on the other hand, I will not fall nor stumble, although the three suns shine near me. So she says that on the other hand, with you, when you are with me, I will not fall or stumble, although that many enemies are in my immediate vicinity. So the enemies here resembles to three suns. Okay, so the image is that enemies resembles to three suns. Here I would crash down. The big rocks are very close to me. So she says that without you I prefer to crash down on the big rocks, maybe that I can see from the tall tower. Okay? To you I will dedicate my soul. I may be given wings in the sky, and I will reach the company of the souls of the righteous. So she says that she will dedicate her soul to her beloved Tariel, and she asks her wish is to be given wings so she can fly in the sky, and in that way she can reach the company of the souls of the righteous. Okay? Stanza number 1304. Beseech God, maybe He will deliver me for the troubles of the world. She asked her beloved Tariel to pray to God in order that God will save her from the troubles of the world and from union with fire, water, earth and air. So she also wants that God will save her from the union with the fire, with the water and the earth and air. Okay, line number 3, let Him give me wings and I will fly, I will achieve my desire. So she asks her wishes to be given wings in order to fly and to achieve her desire. Day and night I will look at the rays of the sun. The rays of the sun is Tariel, so there is an image. The rays of the sun resembles to Tariel. So day and night I will look at the rays of the sun flashing in splendor. So her wish is that she will always, day and night, will look on her beloved Tariel. Okay, Tariel, that he is actually as the rays like the sun. Okay. Stanza number 1305. The sun is missing one of its components without you. Okay, you are one of the planets of the sun and not something that the sun rejects. Okay, like our Earth or other planets that rotate for around the sun, Tariel is actually resembles to a planet that rotates around the sun. It belongs to the sun. Okay, so there is an image. Tariel resembles to the planet that rotates around the sun. I will see you, I will compare you to the sun, and you will illuminate my dark art. She says to Tariel that she hopes to be saved from her captivity by the demons, and she hopes to see her beloved Tariel and to compare him to the sun. And that Tariel will illuminate her dark art. Her dark art. She has a dark art because all the troubles she went through the life. This is the second abduction, as I already said. If my life was bitter, at least my death will be sweet. So she says to her beloved Tariel that if she suffered a lot during her life, at least her death will be sweet. Okay? Stanza number 1306. Death is no longer severe for me because I dedicate my soul to you. So she says that because of the fact she dedicates her soul to her beloved Tariel, even the death is no longer severe for her. But I placed your love in my heart, and there it rested. So she says that she placed the love of her beloved Tariel deep in her heart. Okay, line number 3. When I think about parting with you, wound is added to the existing wound. She says that whenever she thinks parting from her beloved Tariel, her situation becomes worse, and she becomes more sad, more worried, more depressed. Line number 4, don't cry, don't mourn for me, oh my beloved and evil one. So she says that to Tariel, don't to be sad and mourn on her at all. Stanza number 1307. Go to the land of India, to my father Parsedan. So her father Parsedan is the king of one kingdom out of 7 kingdoms of India. His name is Parsedan, and she asked him to go to the kingdom of her father Parsedan to help him. Why? In line 2 it says that surrounded by enemies on every side. Why? Because her father and the kingdom of her father is surrounded by enemies from every side. Line number 3, comfort is art. That suffers from separation from me. So she asked Tariel, first of all, to help his father in order to overcome the enemies that surrounding his kingdom, and then also to comfort him because he's sad, very sad, because of her captivity by the demons. Line number 4, think that I am crying for you with tears that cannot be dried. Okay, she is crying a lot, so much that the tears that falling is so much that they never dry. Okay, stanza 14:08. Everything I complained against my fate, that's enough complaint. Know this, that true justice always comes from the heart and enters directly into the heart of the one who hears it. So she says actually that true justice comes from the heart and enters to the hearts of the ones that listen to the true justice. For your sake, I am ready to die and be prey of the crows. So she loves her beloved Tariel so much that she even can die for him. She can die for him. She wants even to die for her beloved Tariel and be the prey for the crows. But as long as I live, I will cry and suffer enough for you too. She says, but that as long his will is to die for her lover, but as long as she lives, she will cry and suffer enough for her beloved Tariel. Stanza number 13:09. Know the symbol of our eternal love, the scarf which was yours. So Tariel's scarf is actually the symbol of their beloved, of their love. Okay? From one end I cut a strip, oh my love. This, the scarf, is all I have left in place of this great hope. So the only thing that left from the love between Tariel and Nestan is the scarf. Why? Because she is captivated now. And the only thing that she has in her captivity is the scarf that is the symbol of her great love, of the dear great love. The 7 wheels of heaven turned against us in fury. So she says that because of the fact that she is in captivity, it might be because of the fact that 7 winds of heaven turned against them. So maybe because of the fact that God is angry on them, that is the reason that she suffers so much, and she is right now in the captivity of the demons. Stanza number 13:10. When she finished writing the letter she wrote to her lover, she cut the fringe from the above scarf, showing. So when she finished to write the letter that was sent to Tariel. She attached the scarf, the fringe for the scarf, to the letter that she sent to her beloved Tariel, showing a head, a thick and long hairs of her hair made her more handsome. Okay, so her thick and long hairs made her more handsome. Okay, the smell that emanates from her body, which is similar to the cypress tree, reaches the hairs of her head. So the smell that emanates from her body is resemble to the cypress tree, and that smell reaches the hairs of her head. Okay, stanza number 13-11. The slave went to Gulan Sharo. So she actually sent the letter from her captivity by the slave. Actually, of course, it is not, it cannot be true story, because when someone is in a captivity, of course, it is impossible to send letters to anyone, but there is also some imaginary things in the poem. The demons, the self, that is something that is not exist in the reality. Yes, demons are not exist in reality, but it is in the poem. It is exist in the poem because the poem itself is not something that portrays the reality. It is not describes the reality. It is not a reality story or something like that. Some of the poem is imaginary, like the demons and so on. Okay, the slave went out to Gulan Sharo with the letter of NESTAN-DAREDJAN. In one moment he reached Patman. He didn't travel for many days. So it says that actually he reached to the destination very fast. Okay, when this thing which is so dear to him is accomplished, that is to say, the mission was to send the letter from NESTAN-DAREDJAN to her beloved Tariel. When it's accomplished, Aftandil hailed and praised the Creator of the world with his hands, with full understanding, not like a drunkard. Okay, so when the mission is accomplished, Aftandil praised God. Okay, stanza 13-12. He said to Patman, the desired thing happened in time. That is to say, sending the letter to Tariel. For me, your great zeal for me is still unrequited on my part. So your envy towards me or is not something that is justified. I don't have time to linger any longer. Last year's time has come. So Avtandil says that he is going to a very important mission and he cannot linger anymore. My mission is to lead the land of the sorcerers, the same crushing force which could and would destroy them. So Avtandil's mission is of course to rescue NESTAN-DAREDJAN from her captivity by the demons, and in order to achieve that goal he must bring large force that will penetrate the country of the Kajis and will destroy them, and in this way they will rescue NESTAN-DAREDJAN, Tariel's beloved. Okay, the woman Patman said, "Oh lion, the fire is now getting hotter." So there is an image of Avtandil is resembles to a lion. Line number 2, my heart will receive less light from you when you go on your mission, and therefore it will be dark. Okay? Ari, don't grieve for me because the madman will rage. The madman is Tariel. Okay? So there is an image of Tariel as a madman. If the sorcerers reach their country before you, it will be very difficult for you to penetrate the fortified castle, because of course when they will be in their country before you, they will be ready to fight against you, and it will be very difficult to conquer the Kajis country in order to rescue NESTAN-DAREDJAN. Stanza number 14. The knight called the slaves of Pridon who came to him. He said, "We have accumulated many corpses of our various enemies who rose up to destroy us. We are renewed by hearing that what we wished for has come to pass. I will show you our enemies wounded and thus defeated." Stanza 1315. Go and tell Pridon this unconfused story. I, Avtandil, will not see him. I am in a hurry. My way is in haste. Let him strengthen his great voice to make it louder and carry. I will give you all the hoard that was taken by me as a treasure. Stanza number 1316. My debt is a great debt to you. I will show my gratitude in another way when I rejoin Pridon. Take all that is left of the booty we took from the pirates. I cannot give you more than that, even though that's how I look stingy in your eyes. And the last stanza 1317. I don't have a house nearby. I don't have the strength to give more gifts. He gave them a ship full of beautiful things. in great quantities. He said, go, take them, follow the path of the road to that region. That region is Mulgazanzar. Give this letter from me to my son brother to Pridon. Okay, so that was all the stanzas in chapter 9. That actually the title of the chapter is the letter that's sent by NESTAN-DAREDJAN from her captivity by the Kajis to her beloved Tariel, the protagonist of the poem. Okay? Thank you very much.